This is the second part of my last video about separatism and how men can't hurt us if they don't have access to us. Stick around till the end.
Pro tip for all my London girlies this summer: if you want to take yourself on a solo date, or you want to go sunbathing or swimming, but you kind of just like feel a bit uneasy, there's a whole area in Hampstead Heath where no men are allowed. Like literally, it says right here, men not allowed beyond this point. And it's this whole area right here. You can even swim. You have to book your tickets like a little bit in advance. I could get tickets today because there's a heat wave and everyone wants to go swimming. But it's only women and it's super strict with like photography and filming. So no worries about anyone taking your photos. Also, the area around it is so nice. Yeah, I just thought you guys should know.
And it's better to hire female mechanics, plumbers, and things like that to avoid inviting dangerous men like this into your home. I've already made a video on blue-collar workers and how women are more than capable of working in jobs like that. It's also better to hire female security at places like lesbian bars or parties.
Y'all gotta stop hiring these homophobic men to secure or do security at these queer and lesbian clubs or lounges. I just had the worst experience of my life. And I have been a lesbian for over 20 years. And I have never been to an establishment and experienced the type of horrifying, most homophobic experience ever in my life. You hire these men, and then he was a black man at that, to do a job to secure. But instead, they take that authority to mishandle women. I had my hands put on me. I had hands put on me tonight by this, what I really want to say, as ninja, only because I was telling him to not put his hands on another female.
Even hiring male janitors in offices is putting your health and well-being at risk.
Have you guys heard about this guy? He was literally peeing in his coworkers' water bottles to give them STDs. His name is Lucio Diaz, and he worked as a janitor in a medical office in Houston, Texas. So in 2022, all of the staff members at this medical office were filling up their water bottles with this communal water dispenser. But little did they know that 53-year-old Lucio was peeing in that communal water dispenser. That is, until one of the staff members was like, oh, this water kind of tastes sour. It tastes really bad, and she didn't want to drink it. So then she started bringing multiple water bottles to work, her own personal water bottles, so she wouldn't have to run out and go use the communal dispenser. And at the beginning of the day, these water bottles would taste just fine, normal, but by the end of the day, or when she would come back to go drink water, she would notice that her own water also smelled funny and tasted sour. This went on for 3 weeks, and then another coworker offered to make her coffee, to which she said to not use the water from the dispenser. She even showed her own water bottle to the other coworker, and that person was like, well, why is it yellow? She said that she had no idea, and the coworker smelled it and was like, oh, this kind of smells like pee. So they went to a doctor, and they were like, hey, can you test this for urine? And the doctor tested it, and sure enough, it was positive. This sparked confusion and disgust, but she couldn't really tell where it was coming from. How could she? So she got a little camera, kind of a motion-centered camera, put it next to her water bottle at work secretly so no one else could see it. And when she went home, she got an alert that the camera detected motion. And when she looked, she saw the janitor, who she knew as Lucio, opening her water bottle.
Lucio Catarino Diaz only targeted women, and the women who contracted herpes simplex virus type 1 now have weaker immune systems and are now more vulnerable to bodily injury that creates a substantial risk of death. Estheticians, therapists, cosmologists, nurses, piercers, morticians have all shared that they can't hire men or take male clients because of their behavior. Even morgues are coming out saying some don't hire men. Sports would be much safer and enjoyable if we had women-only spaces like these where there were no men acting aggressive and violent all the time. And female-only recreational and sports outdoor areas can help solve problems like this.
80% of people who use outdoor spaces and equipment are male. When I was growing up, I felt excluded from skate parks and football pitches and traditionally male outdoor areas. When my friends and I went to the skate park when we were pre-teens, we were told to leave on multiple occasions by boys. After a while, we just stopped showing up. A recent study by the Royal Institute of British Architects highlights research that found that 80% of the people who use outdoor spaces and equipment for young people are male. Academics from Goldsmiths University gave evidence to the inquiry and said that girls are not given the same access to community spaces that boys are, and added that girls feel they don't have a right to use skate parks, whilst often equipment is built with a default male user in mind, so the height is often too high. Now, as many of you might know, I've been learning how to skate in my late 20s, and even I find that this is still the case.
Having more women-only spaces has so many benefits, but one of my personal favorite benefits is the way it enables us to actually relax and have fun without having anxiety about things like this.
Mary, don't leave your drink. I'm at an all-girls party. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Alone?
We're at an all-girls party. Mary, ew. I'm at an all-girls party. Marley, it's gross. We're at an all-girls party. Girls.
So yeah, we really need more of these kind of things. Imagine how amazing life would be if you could easily opt out of sharing any space with men and basically be free from misogyny, and there weren't any men there to constantly ruin everything. For a glimpse of what that would look like, here are some societies that are ruled by women. There's the Mosul people in South China, aka the Kingdom of Daughters. The household is run by grandmothers and property is passed down from the female line. They don't usually marry, but if a woman wants to, she can. But the husbands are not allowed in their homes. The children only belong to the women, and the women are free to sleep with whoever they want. This is Umoja in northern Kenya, where men are completely banned. It was founded by a group of women who were sick of being abused by men. It's a place for women and girls to escape child marriage. There's Minangkabau in Indonesia, the world's largest matrilineal society. Here, women are seen as the most important people in society. Then there's the Khasi people in northeast India. Here, children receive their mother's last name. There's also the Bribri in Costa Rica. Thank you so much if you watched to this point. Please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video.